Hello, my name is Lori, and welcome to Writings from the Hills. This is our first video in 2024. With the weather and some changes going on in Ironton, I haven't been able to get the videos out. I apologize for those of you who have been looking forward to them, but we are back, and we will be reviewing even more videos from Appalachia, Ohio, and Kentucky in 2024. And this week we are spotlighting a young Kentucky author who has wrote The Great Biltmore Caper. This is by A.L. Nickell. She is from Kentucky. And this is actually a teen book, and it's a mystery. This particular book is in our genealogy department, so it is always available, but it cannot be checked out. But we do have circulating copies. The book actually was published in 2023, so it's brand new. It is the first book by A.L. Nickell, and it's about a 13-year-old girl named Sophie Whitman who is going to Biltmore for a football game, and she is a fan of mysteries, and she finds herself in the middle of a mystery. A priceless trophy goes missing, and she and her friends combine their capabilities and abilities to solve the Great Biltmore Caper. It is a short book. It's under 90 pages, and I'm going to start off with chapter 1. I'm roasting, Sophie Whitman complained from her bed, where she had flung herself, spread her arms out, and let her long brown hair flow around her head like a pool. Last time I checked, we all were, Sophie, Ryan Dearman said, pretending to wipe perspiration from his dark brown forehead. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, said Annabelle Smith, with a mischievous grin, flinging her red ponytail off her shoulder, maybe I can help with that. What do you have in mind this time, Anne? Said Jack, Sophie's older brother. We don't have a garden hose, if that's what you're thinking. Anne's face fell. The others were relieved. Anne may be their best friend, but her ideas didn't always turn over well with them. I've heard there's air conditioning at the stadium, Ryan said, and the four friends smiled. Their families were all going to the brand new stadium in Biltmore, and even though half of them didn't know a thing about football, the idea of being one of the first people to see a game there was thrilling. Well, sure, Sophie said, but what about now? Anne shrugged. Not my problem, she laughed. Sophie did not think it was funny in the least, but she couldn't hold a grudge against Anne, or any of her friends for that matter. There's a new police station there, I think, Jack mused. I guess if we run into trouble, we'll have somewhere to go. Let's not go there. The police are always the suspects, Sophie said, recalling the hundreds of mystery novels she had read. Except for my dad, Ryan said, exasperated. He's a good guy. Of course, Sophie Hurley cried. I just mean books. Your dad is definitely a good guy. Sophie would never think that Mr. Derman was up to no good. She loved mysteries, and having a best friend whose dad was a police officer was thrilling, though she knew there were no mysteries in the outskirts of Biltmore, or Bilton. I'm just joking, Sophie, Ryan laughed. I really don't want to spend the time we have in the heart of Bilton at the police station. I spend too much time at the one here. Okay, Sophie said. And I really didn't mean to make your dad sound like a bad guy, though. Sophie, it's fine, Ryan insisted. So Sophie let the subject drop. Speaking of parents, Anne sighed, it's probably time to head home. It's almost dinner time. Same for me, Ryan agreed. As Ryan and Anne went out the front door, Anne turned and called, Stay cool. Jack laughed. Ha, 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 Sophie said sarcastically. Very funny. And that is just the first few pages of The Great Biltmore Caper. So it leads into a mystery of a priceless trophy being stolen. This is a teen book, but it's appropriate for adults as well. Don't let the teen designation sway you from reading it. And this is by A.L. Nickell. If you would like to request a copy, you can go to our website at www.briggslibrary.com, or you can call any of our locations to get a copy requested. I thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the book, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.